Hey y'all, this is Tara from Organized Sam, and today we're going to cook shrimp and grits on my Sabre grill. We are going to cook what is called low country grits. I'm originally from South Carolina, and there are a multitude of ways that we like our grits, with bacon and eggs and also with shrimp. And in a lot of morning weddings in the South, you'll see shrimp and grits actually served as their reception breakfast. So some like to use milk, some like to use a mixture of half and half and whipping cream, and today I'm going to use just plain whipping cream and water. So I already put in 1.5 cups of water, and then I put in 1 full cup of heavy whipping cream. And we've got this going on medium, and once it starts to bubble, we'll get started. Over here on my Sabre grill, I'm going to go ahead and get some country ham going, and we're going to get some shrimp going. So we'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I've got my shrimp. I just used some small, or actually these are medium, deveined and detailed shrimp. And I have put a piece of tin foil down and sprayed it with olive oil, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that right on here. You can use a grill basket if you have one, and I decided just to go with this. I'll let that start. And then I've got some good country ham. I'm just going to set it over here on the side. And I have all of my burners going at medium right now. One thing I love about my Sabre grill is that I can cook a multitude of things at once because I have different zones. So I can cook something over here at a higher temperature, something at a medium temperature, and then throw something over there on the eye. And this particular grill is very unique in that it has the infrared technology. So all of the kitchens that you find in restaurants and stuff, most of them are cooking with that infrared heat. And the infrared heat cooks at a higher temperature, and it cooks more evenly. And so for somebody like me who likes to grill and likes to cook and is always in front of a stove, this is perfect for me. So I'm just going to let this go ahead and go. This is going to take about 5 minutes at most. It's already starting to turn pink, and once it hits that pink color on both sides, you know it's ready to go, and we'll take it out. Right now, I don't have any seasoning on anything. Everything's plain. This country ham has a lot of salt in it, and so I'm not going to put a whole lot of salt in my grits, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then we're going to flavor this with some Cajun spice that's gluten-free. Just going to check on this ham. The ham shouldn't take too long. Look at those grill marks. And you can cook ham on the stovetop, or you can cook it in the microwave, or you can put it on grill and get that nice smoky flavor. I'm going to take a look at the grits, or the heavy cream in the water, and see how the grits are going. It's starting to heat up. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so I can time it a little bit better with my shrimp. So I turn that up to high to get it to start boiling. Now when you go to the South, a lot of people will make the mistake of trying to put milk in their grits and put sugar in it, and you don't eat it like oatmeal, because it's not. It's a salt and pepper type of thing. It's real rich, and you want to have that nice flavor to it. When my husband and I first met, he didn't really know how to eat grits, and he did not know how to eat chicken and dumplings. And we always pick on him because the first time he came from a barbecue buffet, he threw some rice in with his dumplings, and that's not. If you're from the South, you know that the dumpling is the main portion of the meal. So you have your chicken and your dumplings. So we're going to let this go for a few minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, so my cream and my water is come to a nice rapid boil here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my grits in. These are gluten-free grits because I am on a gluten-free diet. I have a gluten allergy, and I am so thankful for grits that are gluten-free, because I usually eat grits at least 2 or 3 times a week. And that is a part of me that I don't think will ever die. So I'm going to whisk this in. You want to be careful not to ignore it too long, because grits will get clumpy, and who likes clumpy grits? So I'm just going to get started until it starts to thicken up, and then we're going to put the top on and turn it down to low, and then it should take about 5 minutes. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm going to turn this down to low. on this ham. Okay, that ham is ready to go. So I'm going to take that off the grill. And this is going to be so good and salty in our grits. Turn this off. Let's take a look at our shrimp. Moving along nicely. We'll probably turn this up just a little bit here. And I'm gonna let that sit for a few more minutes. We'll be back. Okay, we're back, and I think our grits are done. I'm just gonna check on them real quick and make sure before we turn this burner off. And look at how thick that is and how creamy. Nice, thick, creamy grits. See how thick that is? Perfect for our shrimp and grits. So we're gonna turn that off. If you look at our shrimp, those are nice and pink, and they are ready to be plated. And this meal takes about 15 minutes to throw together, and that's why we love this meal, especially on a Sunday afternoon when you want to be lazy. Perfect. Look at how good that looks. I'll turn this off. And then we're going to head inside and season everything up and show you what it looks like plated. Okay, we're back. I've already transferred the grits over to a big bowl, and we're going to start to put this together. One of the important parts of our grits is lots of cheese. So I'm going to put in roughly a cup and a half, which for me is about one big handful and then half of a big handful. And we're going to put that in and stir it around to make it into cheese grits. You might want a little bit more. I just use regular cheddar. And because this is gluten-free grits, it tends to get a little bit more cakey than the regular grits. You can substitute regular grits for this recipe. We eat on a gluten-free diet, so definitely. But if it does get cakey, just feel free to add a little bit more water or even a little bit more cream just to get it to where you want it. Some people like the grits runny, and some like them thick. I like them a little thick. So I'm just going to mash that in, stir it in. I got a lot of stirring to do, so I'll come back to that and let that sit for a second. Okay, now I've got my son in the yard. He's looking for a bunny rabbit, because this is real life, mamas, and this is just how it is. I'm going to use half a tablespoon of Emerald's Essence seasoning. It's a Cajun spice, and it's gluten-free, so it's perfect for me. But you feel free to use whatever you want, and stir that in. That's just going to give it a little kick. You can use less if you want, or more. So that's good. And now what you're going to do is lay everything on top, and then let the person eating it be the first to stir it all together. So I've already pulled apart my country ham. Lots of salt in this, y'all, so perfect for this dish. I'm just going to put all that in there. And then throw the shrimp on top. He's still looking for his bunny. And then I have some green onion that I have cut. And we're just going to put that right on top. And this is shrimp and grits, Southern style. Thanks so much for joining me, and let me know what you think. Thanks.